Hello. Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Oh, that's nice to hear that you're fine. So, as you all know now, we have switched on to just 3 periods, and I think you all are happy by now. 4 periods, 1 period cut, and now we have 3 periods. Are you happy? Okay. Before I start my class, I hope you all have, most of you have come to me and have done your work and have mailed and posted. So happy to see, especially I should mention, A, B, my God, they're so fast and quick. I cannot believe the amount of the notes I got, and the children, that class was too quick in submitting the notes. No worries, I've given the date of submission and you can take your time. And as well as 8, C, D, they are doing the good job, but when I see, this class was literally, they were too fast. Anyway, very good. Now, from now on, you don't have to submit your notes just like that. I will pick up names, okay? B, C, D. I will pick up my students with the names which I want, and I will let you know, and then only you need to submit your notes. Okay? Is it okay? I will let you know. Suppose I'm taking 8B. I will choose 5 students or 6 students. 8C, 8D. I will choose, and I will note down the names and let you know, and then only you have to submit the notes to me. From today onwards, it will be like that, so that I can keep a track. But I appreciate all the 3 classes for doing the hard work. Each one of you taking the trouble to do it. But at the same time, children, plan yourself and study the notes. Any doubt? Most of you came on my window asking doubts. I'm happy. Most of you came and told that, teacher, I'm very happy with the class. I'm happy to know that. I'm glad to know that I'm able to teach and teach well, and I'm able to communicate and do it with you guys. So I will let you know. Again, I'm telling you, you needn't come to my window or to the gym. I will let you know from all the 3 classes. I will pick up names, and then only you have to submit your notes. Fine? Okay. Now let's go to the class. We have done with the field. You all have come along with me to the field, and I'm happy that you all did understand, because when children, they come to ask doubts, they did understand, and they're just clearing it and making it a little more better. Now today, now the field work is over, we went with the farmers and we did our best there. We were inside the field. Now we will start with the next chapter. The next chapter, as you can see, it is microorganisms, friends and foe. Friends and foe, the word itself says, they are very helpful to us, and as well as they are harmful to us. So in both the ways. So this is your second chapter, microorganisms, friends and foe. I'm sure you can see animated image moving around, and this is very familiar to you by now. What do you think it can be? What is this? Anyone? Anyone can tell me what it is? It's very familiar. And this is, yes, can you tell me? Anybody can tell me what is this? What do you think it will be? I see somebody raising their hands. What do you think it will be? What do you think it can be? It is, yes, it is our dear coronavirus. Not dear, in fact, but this is one of it. We are going to, this is now along with us, okay, living with us, okay, the coronavirus or COVID-19. You know how it is affecting our lives. This has played a great role. Okay, and you know the state now, and that we are all at home, especially you guys, what all it has caused, what all problems it has caused. Can we see these? If we were able to see this, my God, we could have already solved it then and there itself. They are called microorganisms. Now, how are they called microorganisms? The living organisms that cannot be seen with the unaided eye is called microorganisms or microbes. This coronavirus, especially now that is live with us, we cannot see it. What does it do? It comes to us in our body and it multiplies and reproduces, multiplies and causes diseases. That is what, you know how many lakhs of people have been dying in different parts of the world. And it's so sad. And still this is on. What are the precautions they are telling us now of this microorganism, especially coronavirus? If they attack us, they cause a lot of respiratory problems. We cannot, if it attacks us, we have to be very careful. So what are the precautions they have told us? We have to wash our hands. It has taught us to wash our hands properly, in fact. The way to wash our hands with the soap. Okay? We have to keep a distance with people. And now what is happening when you go out, something they tell us to use. Without that, you cannot step the house. What is it? Yes, somebody told it is a mask. We have to use the mask. Because when we talk, whenever we talk, normally what happens? When we talk, a certain amount of things come out from your mouth. And it gives to the next person. We don't know how far it goes. It travels so fast. So to avoid all that, we never know the other person is sick or not. So to avoid all that, we have been asked to cover our face with the mask. Right? Wash your hands, then keep a distance, social distance. And once you know somebody's sick, it's better they tell you be at home. And we have been going through this for quite how many months, right? And now everyone is worried. Slowly, things are coming up back to normal. But the risk is still now, they've said it is risky. That is why we have advised the children, especially the school children, to be at home, and we are doing this classes in this mode of teaching. So when we ask what are microorganisms, the living organisms that cannot be seen with the unaided eye is called microorganisms or microbes. So normally they ask the definitions, what are microorganisms or microbes? So you have to be ready to write the answer. Here, I'm sure you can see the picture, the image. We keep a bread for quite some time out, or if there's moisture on the bread, what happens? It will be attacked by these microorganisms, or that is called bread molds. We cannot see them directly. We have to use magnifying glass, or we have to use microscope to see this. That is what I said. Microorganisms cannot be seen with the unaided eye. We have to use magnifying glass, or we have to use microscope to see these microorganisms. So you can see how we have patches there, green color, white color. My God, I have seen black color, yellow color. It's fungus. Okay, they just grow rapidly. If there's a little moisture on the bread, you had it. And especially, haven't you seen? They've given expiry date for the bread. You have it today. If it's manufactured, have it within 2 days. Why? Because there's a reason for it. Or if you have more than that and a little moisture on the bread, if it comes up, you had it. You are done with it. Okay, you will have all these entering in even your tummies. All these microorganisms unknowingly. Oh, what is it? We will eat. They say, that you have to consume the bread or eat the bread within the date given. If you have it after, say, if it is at 3 days is expired, you can have it within. After the 4th day, 5th day, you have all these darlings multiplying in the bread. They're not darlings, I'm just joking. So you have to be very careful whenever you consume anything. If there is expiry date, or they said you have to consume or eat within this day. Even the bakeries you have seen, right? We cannot consume any food just like that. We have to be very careful. For example, if your mothers, we normally mothers, what they do, they can't always, those especially the working mothers, they cook and keep in the fridge for maybe 2 days and all. Always remember, whenever we cook, that moment, that 1 hour, that food is fresh. After 1 hour, all these darlings will come there and come and attack. It's already there. It is like that. Only 1 hour it will be fresh. And you can understand from the taste of the food. You eat that time, you won't get that same taste later. If you keep in the fridge and you come and you make it, you heat it up, and then you have, might taste good, but all these are there inside. So, but we don't blame, even I'm working, you cannot blame any of the mothers who are working. They cannot every now and then, who's going in the morning and coming late in the evening. It's not impossible for them every day to daily cook in the kitchen. So we find, oh, Amma, I don't want this curry. Oh, Amma, I don't want that curry. Come on, you have to. It's not easy. So they try out this. But if you preserve it well, it will remain fresh 1 or 2, 3 days maximum, not more than that. Then it will start becoming stale and it will not taste good. So I hope you understood this. Now here microorganisms, my God, they're just not one. They have been classified into 4 major groups. Children, one thing I'll tell you. You have to read the text. Every question cannot be given. It's not practical, my dear. The first chapter, yes, I just gave you the mode, how to do and how to learn. Actually, almost everything is there in the note. But it's not easy to write all the things in the note. So you have to learn to read the text and underline. Now you can, I said very well, when you see this slide, you can very well know what teacher has highlighted in red, right? And you can underline it. All questions, if you start giving, there will be no end to write the notes. You will never learn to read the text. That is why I'm saying it is very important to read the text. Maybe a small point if you miss, maybe the notes is not there. You don't only depend on your notebook. Again, I'm saying don't only depend on your notebook. Please learn to read the text. Read the text. Okay, my dear children? So now we'll go there. Microorganisms are classified into 4 major groups. That is bacteria, fungi, fungus is singular, fungi are plural, protozoa and algae. These microorganisms are divided into 4 such groups. Here, as I said about, I already mentioned about coronavirus, they are also microscopic, we cannot see, but how do they attack us, or how do they they become smart with us, or how do they reproduce? Viruses are also microscopic, okay? Even you cannot see with our eyes. But they, however, reproduce only inside the cells of the host organism. What do? Now what they're doing, they come into us and we are the host, and they start multiplying and reproducing. That is what they do. They come into us. Okay, they have different family of viruses. The coronavirus is having another family. My dear children, try not to annotate. You try to be attentive in the class. They come into us. We become the host organism. Through us, they attack everyone. Okay? Viruses reproduce only inside the cells of the host organism. As I said, we are made up of tiny units called cells. They come into us, they get in the cells of the host organism, and they start creating a lot of diseases and problems. It can get into a bacterium, plant, or animal. So that is how they come and attack us. And now what we are facing is too much. Now the diseases caused by, you can see, the diseases caused by viruses. Like the common cold, you normally say, oh, I'm having a cold. So it's a darling virus who's doing this. Okay, like cold, influenza, the cough, then polio virus, chickenpox, that's also a virus caused by a virus. So these are the common ones. The common ones which you just have to know. That is cold, influenza, that's a flu. Okay, then the coughs, polio, chickenpox are caused by viruses. So if you ask, name 2 diseases caused by virus, you should be ready to answer. You can choose anyone. Normally it comes up name 2. Name 2, it's always a name 2. No, name 3 is hardly asked. Name 2, so you have to be sure of that. Then the disease caused by protozoans, another set of microorganisms like dysentery and malaria. You have to know, there's already 2 given, so it's easy to know. Then by bacteria, typhoid and tuberculosis, or in short TB. So these are the diseases caused by viruses, protozoan, and by bacteria. Here are the common ones normally which we remember is polio, chickenpox, you can remember it fast, even cold. And here protozoan, dysentery, malaria, lot of, don't think they are very good to get, my God, once you had it, lot of problems, health problems you get, lot of after effects of all this. If you are attacked by such a type of disease, typhoid and tuberculosis are caused by bacteria. That is why you have to be very careful. You have to have proper hygiene. Maximum try to be neat and clean. Every now, don't just have, when you have your food, just don't have the food just like that. Wash your hands. Make it a habit. Though so many of you might do, so many won't. Oh, what happens? Who cares? Even if you don't wash your hands, it's okay. We'll have the food and eat and gobble and eat. No, please make it a practice. So we can avoid most of it. And then when you're having food from out, haven't you seen? Especially there are, like small shops, they're attacked by flies, attacked by crows, animals, and you have to be very careful when you consume food or eat food from outside. We never know cockroaches. We think, we go to hotels and then nothing happens. No, you have to be very careful. They all are carriers of microorganisms, especially cockroach, especially there are so many insects, they carry these microorganisms and they put up in the food. So you have to be very careful when you consume food. All these darling diseases will attack us. And then here, now I've said about how it is classified, into how many groups it's classified. And I have mentioned some of the diseases by viruses, protozoans, bacteria. Now we can know where do they normally live or what type they are. Microorganism may be single-celled like bacteria. Okay? Single cell or unicellular is another name. Single cell like bacteria. Some algae and protozoa or multicellular such as algae and fungi. Some are multicellular, that has more number of cells such as algae and fungi or humans. Here we have single-celled, or another name you can say unicellular, like bacteria. Okay, there's a common one that's called amoeba, okay, that you learn further. So here single-cell like bacteria, then some algae and protozoa or multicellular such as algae and fungi is also there. So this is just the mention, but now you have to look at the habitat of it. They can survive under all type of environment. They don't need special environment. All type of environment, these microorganisms can live. They don't need, a special area. They can live in different type of environment, like from ice-cold climate to hot springs. Okay, ice cold, hot springs and hot, warm. Then from deserts to marshy lands. Deserts, there also is very warm climate. And marshy, not that hot, not that marshy lands. So this is where they can survive. From ice cold climate to hot springs. Are you all with me? I hope you all are with me. Yes or no? Are you with me? Or just here listening to me? I hope you all are with me. Okay. Somebody did raise their hand, yes. Okay, thank you. Enough. Now let's get back. So here we have from they survive, enough. Please, okay, I understood you all are with me. We have from ice-cold climate to hot springs. If they ask you to see, please don't make me pick up names. Please be attentive. I had the acknowledgement that you all are with me. We can very well see who's doing it, so please let me not pick up names. They can survive under all types of environment, that is ranging from ice-cold climate to hot springs and deserts to marshy lands. You have to be ready to write if they ask you where are the microorganisms they survive. You should be ready to answer the question. Now here I've given the picture, as I said earlier, the single-celled organism. You can see that is the favorite of in 8th, 9th, 10th, it's always there. The amoeba. Then you can see bacterial colonies. Then this obviously you can see they are mushrooms. So here they are, where they are found. We can see, first I said in the hot springs, marshy lands, the deserts. Now they are also found in the bodies of animals including humans. They are also seen there. Then microorganisms like amoeba can be solitary, alone. And while fungi and bacteria, they live in colonies. These guys, amoeba, they just want to be alone. They don't want to live in colonies. But fungi and bacteria, they live in colonies. You can very well see. I've just, I put up an image so that you can see that. They love to be in colonies. The other guy, amoeba, alone, salt-free life. They don't need anyone. They are unicellular organisms. They don't need anyone nearby. Okay, but unlike fungi and bacteria. I hope you can see the picture. The amoeba, which is very common or unicellular organism. When you go next year also, you'll be hearing the same thing. And then we have the bacteria and the fungi, the mushrooms. Now, as I said, microorganisms are friends and foe. Now we are going to go into it. How they are helpful to us. How microorganisms are useful to us. Okay, how they are beneficial to us as well as how they are harmful to us. Microorganisms and its uses. They are beneficial microorganisms that are helpful to us, and on the other side, they are equally harmful to us. That's what's happening now to all of us. There are beneficial microorganisms and some are harmful microorganisms that cause diseases. Microorganisms play a great and important role in our lives. Okay? They play an important role in our lives. The most common ones which are beneficial to us, or the most common ones at home also, it's been done by your mothers. That is preparation of curd. But you might not know. You might have seen her doing it. She keeps the previous curd, the curd what she had, or yogurt you say, a little, aside, and then she heats the milk, and she heats the milk and she puts up this curd, the previous day's curd, into it. Not immediately after boiling and heating it, after it has settled its temperature, it's become not that cold, a medium temperature, and she does this. Why she does this? Somebody has to play a great role for the formation of the curd. That is our dear lactobacillus. In a better way, you can see the rod-shaped bacteria, Lactobacillus bulgaricus. You saw the name, somebody's grinning and smiling. Lord, big names, okay? And they do such things for us. Lactobacillus bulgaricus makes curd. What does it do? It multiplies in the milk and converts it to curd. So that is why your moms, they take the previous, a little curd, they leave it, and it's already there. The previous curd will have these organisms already there, the bacteria darling there, and they will take that after the milk has been heated and a medium temperature. She takes that. I'm sure some of you must have seen this. If you have not seen, if she's making at home, you can see. But nowadays we get all this ready-made Milky Mist curd and so many Milma curd. You'll not be able to see. But if you do it at home, you can find. Even you can try it out with your mom's help. A little milk. You can take a little milk, boil it, and then keep it. The temperature should come down, not so much down. And if you have the previous curd, just take a spoon, a little of it, and put it and mix and keep it. You can see. After a few hours, not few hours, if you do it in the morning, by night it's ready, or if you do it at night, by early morning it is ready, all done. Because these guys, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, I'm sure it is not there, but I want you to learn the word Lactobacillus. That is important. Spelling is important. You have to learn that. Bulgaricus, you can write in a text and keep, if you want, if you wish, but I want you to learn Lactobacillus. Important. You won't believe the spellings, how it comes. I tell you to learn the spellings. I get wonderful spellings while during the test or during the exam times. I know what all spellings I get. Sometimes the L won't be seen. Sometimes the U won't be seen. Okay, you can imagine how somebody is telling it out. Okay, if the L is not there, how does it sound? If the U is not there or the A is not there, it sounds horrible. Even they might feel sad. Ah, dear microorganism. Just joking. So you have to notice Lactobacillus. It's very easy. Lactobacillus. Maybe the bacillus you have to be a bit careful. So here, rod-shaped bacteria, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, makes curd. Okay, this microorganism helps in the formation of curd. This is a beneficial use. It's helping us out. Then we have the preparation of bread and cake. Bread and cake, my God. Bread, cake, yes. Yummy cakes. Okay, so here in bread, there also are dear microorganisms, they play a role. The yeast. The common baker's yeast. You can see a name, I think already people have started reading it. Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. You don't have to break your heads. I've just got this so that you know which yeast is doing the great role. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, you can write it down, but you have to know about who plays a role in this bread and when they make cake, especially bread, the yeast. Now what does yeast do there? Yeast reproduces rapidly. Yeast, when they put yeast in the form, how do they make bread? They make bread with the help of a dough. Okay, they take what do you normally call the flour, okay, all-purpose flour. They mix it with warm water, and then before that they put up a little of yeast, salt. They mix it, okay, and you get a dough. And then what you have to do? Keep the dough undisturbed for some time. What will happen? Can you all do this and let me know? I will randomly ask. You can do it and write it. That is, you can take picture. Take some little all-purpose flour, water, and yeast powder. I'm sure this all is there in your house. You can do. There's an activity in your text also to do this. Keep it undisturbed. Keep it undisturbed for maybe half an hour. What will you see? You will see the dough rising up. When you mix and keep, it is just silent. You just get a ball. But who plays a great role there? The yeast. They play a great role there. Our dear yeast, they start multiplying. What do? Yeast reproduces rapidly. What do? They produce carbon dioxide during respiration in the dough. This is what they do there. They produce carbon dioxide. And obviously, that dough will rise up. Please do this and see. When you do this, only you will understand. You can do both these activities. It's not a big thing. And you can take pictures and keep. And let me see. The next class, I will ask. And what happens? This common baker's yeast are used to, yes, somebody said somebody's going to do it. Good. This common baker's yeast is used to make bread, pastries. Wow, yummy pastries. And cakes. So you understood how they play a great role? We just won't get this yummy curd and yogurt. These microorganisms, they play a great role in this. They are beneficial microorganisms. And in the preparation of bread and cake, they too play a great role. So 2 activities I've told you to, that you don't have to try it out. Then only you will learn, you will understand what I said. If possible, I think this one will be easier. The dough part. You're taking all-purpose flour and a little warm water, and then you have the yeast powder, and you mix it, and you can see the difference. Once you have done it, you mix and you get a dough, keep it aside, take the picture of that, and after maybe half an hour, 1 hour, you can see how it rises up. That activity is there in your text, and you can take a picture of that also and keep. So I will ask, if you have these things at home, please try it out. Then you will understand more better what teacher has told. So I hope you have understood the preparation of curd and preparation of bread and who plays a role, lactobacillus, and the yeast plays a great role. I have given the name so that you can write in a text, but I want lactobacillus, I'll be asking. Lactobacillus bulgaricus, I won't be asking, you don't worry about bulgaricus. Lactobacillus, I will be, that is important. This is actually the scientific name, this is the whole name for it. Okay, and here, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, I got the name itself, cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, you can write that in your text and keep these guys, they play a great role in the preparation of bread and cake. So these are the beneficial microorganisms. Then it's going on. It's not only at home they play a great role. Here we have, we use it commercial uses. Commercial use of microorganisms. Here microorganisms are used in the production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid, vinegar. Vinegar, the normal vinegar at home you have. Okay, in a commercial way, on a large scale. So microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid. Yeast also plays a great role in what? In the production of alcohol and wine. What happens here? Here what happens? Sugar has been converted into alcohol by yeast, and such a process is known as fermentation. This is important. fermentation. I'll give you the correct definition for this, but you must understand what happens here. Here, the sugar has been converted into alcohol by yeast. And the process is known as fermentation. You will understand it more better when I say, your moms, you all eat appams, right? Appam. Egg roast, potato curry. What's your favorite? Oh my God, yes. My favorite is appam and egg curry. I feel majority of you like that. That will be a very good example. Next time when your mom makes it, please watch that. You'll understand when she prepared the batter for it. And after, she'll prepare the batter maybe tonight. I don't know, not today. I'm just giving an example, not today. When she prepares the batter for appam tonight, you can just watch how the batter is. The next morning when she takes it, you will find the difference in it. Our guys, yeast plays a great role there, and this process happens. Fermentation. Okay? So please, just ask your mom when she's going to make appam. For that, don't go today home and say, Amma, I need appam, I have to see the process fermentation. No. When the day she's planning to make, you will understand the batter what she has prepared today, and the morning when it is, you will see our dear yeast has played a great role there, and this process, that is fermentation, happens in the batter of the appam. So please check whenever she's making. Fermentation is important. Defined fermentation will be asked. The process of sugar that has been converted into alcohol by yeast. So fermentation is important. You can underline that and keep. In the question answers, normally they defined fermentation will be asked. That is the teacher's favorite always. So defined fermentation. Then here uses of microorganisms. Normally they mention one or two uses of beneficial microorganisms, okay, and or give one use of a commercial use in what it is used on commercially. So you have to be prepared to write this. Commercial use against the yeast is used mainly for the production of alcohol, wine. Normally microorganisms are also used for alcohol, wine and acetic acid. The favorite is fermentation part. Okay children, for today this much is enough. Go through it. I don't think it's that difficult. I've made it in such a way that you can understand. Now I would like to interact with you all guys. So keep your windows open. I meant your cameras. That's what I meant. All I've hidden and they're hiding right now. So I have explained microorganisms. It's classified into 4 groups. I've mentioned about the diseases. Then I've told you habitat where they're normally found. Then we have started about the beneficial micro, how it is helpful to us. For today, this much is enough. Read through the text. Okay, so I'm going to start with the interaction section. Switch on your videos.